Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards for the touchdown.
The kicker on the point after.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Blues will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. So Kittle comes in motion. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Let's go now.
This drive will start on the ground. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
To throw is Lance. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Throwing, Lance. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
On the quick, right?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 4th down, Stroud. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. They convert with a gain of 15.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. To the goal line and in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Blues. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Blues looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 21-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Lance. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lance looking to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here's Lance. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And this will be good enough for a first down as he gets up past the 25.
A gain of 7. First down, Blues.
Here's Stroud. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Woo! And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Mozzie Smith, the former first-round pick, makes the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Stroud. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he will score. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Blues. Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go. And the Blues are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
A 19-yard pickup there. 1st down, Vegas. A pistol snap with Lance. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Vegas. To throw, here's Lance. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Back to the air one more time. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Vegas.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. On first and 10, here's Stroud. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
On first down, it's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second down, Stroud. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Blues. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point is up and through. And the Blues add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick six.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having
back 3, third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close?
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Blues. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The extra point, up and good. And the Blues add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Lance. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Blues are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is just where you see some of the speed of these wide receivers, Mike, really make their presence felt. And then when you have a quarterback that has the arm strength and the accuracy to get him the ball downfield, that's a deadly combination and one that's going to really open up other things as the rest of this game unfolds.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll be taken down.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
All right.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. They'll run. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down. Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
It'll grind out a couple of yards. Gives them a little bit of space out to the 3. Give on the ground. Defense hoping to push him back and get that safety. He gets to the 2-yard line, but no gain on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
That's caught by Walker. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll try the right side this time. Hard running there. He'll get this only to about the 13.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Lance. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's taken down up past the 35. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Lance. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
Now, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Going right sideline and complete. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Back to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Blues are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Now a run on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
To throw, it's Stroud. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike, and it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So it's a win for our visitors.